Thank you so much for such a warm and gracious introduction. And hello, good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming over here today, and a big thank you to ET for giving me the opportunity to be present here today.
Natasha, as we kickstart, maybe when we go back and begin with your memories from MasterChef season 6, what was it like being a contestant out there, making sure that you create a name and a space for yourself? You were loved by the jury, and that's what has brought you to this level. If you can take us back to that time, and then we'll move forward into your journey today.
So everybody over here must have either watched snippets of MasterChef or must have watched the show. And that was me. As a young kid, I was somebody who would sit in front of the TV, watch Nigella Lawson or watch Chef Ranveer Brar, Vikas Khanna, watch MasterChef, dream about being on the show. I would also in my kitchen, in fact, do mimicry of ab hum dalenge namak swad anusar and all of that. And then one day I get a call to take part on the show, audition on the show, and I was like, I have just started my journey. Okay, before that, I was doing chartered accountancy. So I did the mistake of something that most Indian kids do was scoring very good in my 10th standard. I got 90% and my parents were like, hello, you've got 90%. You should definitely do commerce, do CA. And I was forced into the CA part, but that knowledge definitely helped me. I have given the CA final exam 5 times. So I definitely I know a lot more than a CA, and that knowledge definitely helped me. So yes, when that call came for MasterChef, I was just like, okay, fine, let me just go see what happens, right? And I went, I gave the audition, I got selected. My parents were like, even if you get eliminated, even in the first round, you've made it till here. And to their surprise, to my surprise, I reached the top 5. I was among the semi-finalists on the show, and it completely changed my life 360 degrees. MasterChef India season 6 aired prime time slot on television. And the love that I've received is I have no words, right? Being in front of the judges, doing those challenges, because everybody feels it's very easy, but our shoot timings would be, we would wake up at 3 a.m., go on the set, do hair, makeup, under all of those challenges, pressures, be there, do those challenges. People till date ask me, वो सच में 1 घंटा मिलता था आपको? So yes, हमको सच में 1 घंटा मिलता था challenge करने के लिए. And I think all of that pressure, all of that challenge has made me the person who I am today. And I'm extremely grateful for that experience.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us. So from numbers to Namak Swad Anusar to now House of Millets, what does it feel like? What gave you the push to create a brand that today we can proudly say is an iconic brand?
So House of Millets and MasterChef journey happened side by side. I was living in Mulund, an area which is not very well connected to your Bandra, Andheri, South Bombay. And I realized that I was doing CA, so I realized my passion for food. Now, if I want to switch my careers, I need to give a proof of concept to my family, right? Like, here's what I want to do. So the easiest way to start a business back in 2018 was to do something from your home. So I invested in a simple OTG, a simple hand whisk, and there I was whisking cakes. But I soon realized, they say that necessity is the mother of invention. I soon realized that in my area, there weren't anybody who was doing healthy bakes, or nobody was selling healthy cakes in that area. And if somebody was selling, it was probably coming from Bandra, Santa Cruz area. It was very expensive, 2,500, 3,000 plus paid delivery of 500 rupees. So I was like, wait a minute, let me come up with the recipe, let me do some trials and errors, and let me develop a cake recipe which is affordable. And, I can supply it in this area, Thane, Ghatkopar, Mulund. It's a huge area. And it took 6 months of trials and errors, and using our very own millets, like we heard Sir also talk about them, I came up with the recipe, a product which was affordable and people in my area could buy.
What a fantastic way, thinking about a niche that you created and thought of entering and ruling it to today. In fact, I'm so very glad to share with all of you that she has been named as one of Forbes' top 100 digital stars. A round of applause for that. In the last 3 years, we can proudly say that now that she's touched a number of 2 million, today all of us in the audience, by the way, are going to be on her Instagram. So please, and end of the conversation, we're going to have all your smiles there. Let's make sure that we pose right. So here's my next question to you. Where is it that you see your brand in the next few years? How do you see your brand evolving?
I believe that along with the brand is continuously evolving. We continuously keep doing new product launches. There are festivals in India. Everybody loves to indulge, and we are somebody over here who are catering to the healthy category. So there are gluten-free, vegan options available for those that who cannot indulge in the gluten or lactose products. So that is what we do. But along that, I have also focused on building my personal brand. So the personal brand has also become stronger, and that has happened only because of a few things, right? Like if I have to give you a recipe on how that I've developed a brand, the number one ingredient would be that I have always been curious and I have always been consistent. Always keep asking questions to other people, meet other people, see what's performing better, ask questions to Chat GPT, and also being consistent. Like you might think that, okay, being a creator or a digital creator, you just have to post one post a day, or like how tough can your job be? But for me, it is a 9 to 9 job. Every day I wake up and I'm continuously at it, thinking what next, what are the next steps to do, how can we grow, etc. The number second ingredient would be to collaborate. This is the age of collaborations. So I believe in competition over collaborations. Collaborate with other brands, collaborate with other people, other creators in your industry. You get to be known among their followers, among their audience. Then number three would be invest in your team. 1 year back, I was doing everything on my own, and that's the reason I was on 300K followers, which is 3 lakh followers. But as soon as I started working with my partner, with my husband, he's a food photographer and he runs a production studio. So he came in with the expertise of building a editing team, a videography team. I built a kitchen team, I built a social media team, and now we are a big team. So in that 1 year, then now we have become a team, like now we have an audience of 2 million. Right. So it's only happened because of the team that we have built in. And lastly, I would say is to put your head down and just keep doing what you love doing. Don't get swayed away that other person is doing this and they are doing that. We should also try that. No, do what you are best at. If I am very good at millets, I will stick to it. And also I'm very good at making biryanis. So I will also stick to that and not get swayed away that, okay, the other person is doing gourmet recipes. Let me also try and get into the gourmet section, or let me also do a little bit of Asian. I cannot do everything. My forte is this. So let me put my head down and constantly keep working on that.
Very interesting. In fact, you shared how you are constantly working towards creating that personal brand. Here's where I'd like to ask you, how important do you think it is today for brands who are present here, to be present on social media and to form that connect with their audience? Because like you said, it isn't easy. You have to be at it day in and day out.
Correct. You have to be at it. And everybody has heard of the word engagement. And that one word for us today has become very important. That how is your engagement? How do we get our engagement back? Or how do we keep our engagement high? So what I personally do, or I would personally recommend, number one is there are a lot of tools available in these days. There's broadcast channels, there are WhatsApp channels. You also can't be only on one platform. You'll have to be on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, on even Snapchat to capture all that Gen Z audience. And along with that, I personally conduct a lot of workshops online and offline so that I'm meeting my audience in person or interacting with them for 2 3 hours. And then when they talk to you for those 2 3 hours, they're like, okay, we know this person even more better. They consider you as a part of your family, and they over the years become loyal to you. So try and do these 2 3 things and you will see that engagement go up.
Wonderful. I think we've got a lot of tips out there. So, on a lighter note, I'd love to know, how do we get an invite to try out that fabulous biryani that you make?
You simply, like I said, I'm going to use engagement over here. You simply have to go follow me on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you can, Natasha Gandhi. Send me a DM and the biryani will be at your home.
Amazing. Okay, so for all of us to be here, you mentioned how from 9 to 9 you're working towards creating what next. Who gets to taste all the amazing food that you put together every day? Because that means some absolute happy smiles. So, who gets to try those out?
Again, I mentioned it's very important to collaborate, right? So, what I am also at my level doing is I will reach to a comedy creator, or I will reach to a fitness creator, or reach out to a singer, and then be like, hey, hello, hi, and do you want me to send some biryani? And the conversation starts. Who can say no to food, right? And I'll simply send them over a nice pot of biryani, and then do like shoot like a video with them, or have them over, and also like just talking to them, exchanging ideas. You learn a lot more. So yes, a lot of biryani goes out for collaborations.
Well, so you do know you have a lot of collaborators here. And now, like we said, for that amazing social media engagement, let's have a picture taken with the one who's spreading smile and happiness through food and through her wonderful, iconic brand. May I request all of you to please get set as Natasha and all of us together are here. Everyone, let's see your hands up in the air. Everyone, all right? One picture and one video.